Well, good morning and good afternoon. Good evening if it's evening your time. Welcome. And it's wonderful to be with you today. We just celebrated Earth Day over the weekend. And I'm going to keep the introduction short this morning because I really want to dive into today's meditation in honor of our Mother Earth. Today we are going to explore the five elements. And if you're not familiar with the five elements, they are earth, water, fire, air, and space. So we're going to do a nice exploration of all five of those things. And they are considered the fundamental building blocks of the universe, but also the fundamental building blocks of ourselves. We are a mirror of this universe. And so the elements in some combination make up who we are and life as we know it. And so by developing a connection with each of these elements, we not only harmonize our relationship with all things, but we deepen our understanding of the world around us, the universe, and even ourselves. So, a few essentials quickly before we begin. I always like to cover the five essentials. The first is that thoughts are okay. It is normal to have thoughts during meditation. So, if you notice that you're having thoughts, simply return your focus to the breath or to the words which are anchoring in you into the meditation. So it could be breath, it could be words that you hear. The second thing is don't try too hard to make anything happen or to have a certain experience in meditation. Just have the experience that you're having. The third is to let go of expectations or any preconceived ideas about what this meditation should be like. This experience, whether you think that you should be out in the ether somewhere, or you should be opening your eyes or shifting. Whatever is happening in your meditation is okay. That is perfect, and you are whole and you are complete. So just I always say, bring beginner's mind to your meditation. Always be kind to yourself like a good friend would. Kindness is really important, being gentle and just noticing for you maybe where you do beat yourself up or reprimand yourself and something that you aren't doing the right way. And be the keen observer and then return always to kindness. The last one is sticking with the practice. Think of meditation like building a muscle in the body. If you go to the gym, the more that you do it, the stronger that it gets. And the same is true of the mind. So your ability to train your attention is really what we're doing here with meditation and helping you notice when your thoughts have strayed into some faraway distant land or into something that's really disturbing. You always want to just bring your attention back to this moment. So we'll be closing our eyes during the practice. If that bothers you at any time, you're welcome to open your eyes and then close them again. You can always gaze at a soft point in front of you as well. And we'll be meditating today for about 20 to 25 minutes. Is a bit of a longer meditation today because we are exploring the five elements. So I will keep track of time as always. And if you are live today and you need to hop off, that's perfectly fine. You do you. Okay, so let's begin. Go ahead and find that comfortable and upright seated position that allows you to be both alert and relaxed, whatever that means for you. And begin to adjust your position so that you find comfort, even if it's a modest or minor adjustment. Resting your hands in your lap. And if you haven't done so already, go ahead and close your eyes. And allow yourself now to arrive in this moment. Letting go of anything that came before this, and anything that's to come, and tuning in to what's here for you now. Relaxing your shoulders, your neck, releasing your jaw, perhaps the creases around your eyes, softening the belly, and softening the heart to receive whatever might arise for you today. Noticing it with kindness and compassion. Give yourself some long, slow breaths. Inhaling deeply through the nose and out through the nose. Just letting your body know it's okay to be here, to be relaxed. With each exhale, letting go of anything that wants to be released. Letting your breath now return to its natural rhythm and depth. And begin to become aware of any sounds around you. Noticing the quality of the sounds, perhaps. Tuning in to the frequency of any sounds. Noticing the sound of my voice. How it rises from the silence and falls away into silence. And tuning into the more subtle sounds around you. Perhaps sounds that are further away that you can barely hear. Or the sounds within you. Perhaps the subtle sound of the breath in your windpipes. The beating of your heart. Welcoming everything that's here for you and resisting nothing. Refraining from any judgment. Releasing trying to figure anything out. And just be here with yourself now. Moving your attention now to the breath and the path of the breath. Perhaps feeling the temperature of it as it enters your nostrils. Tuning into the temperature of the breath as it exits the nostrils. Noticing where the breath moves in the body. What is true for you? Becoming aware now of the whole body as your breath expands, moving in through the nostrils, through the lungs, perhaps into the belly, expanding out through the fingertips and through the toes, feeling into what the entire body feels like to be breathed. For every cell to feel nourished, bathed in oxygen. There's no need to control or regulate the breath in any way. Simply notice how the breath feels as it moves in and out of the body. Any subtle sensations or feelings of inhalation, exhalation. Letting your attention rest on each breath, feeling its natural rhythm. And if you're inclined, as you inhale, perhaps saying to yourself, in, and on the exhale, saying out. Each time returning to the breath with a sense of calm and ease, allowing everything to settle. We'll continue breathing in and out like this for a minute or two. I'll keep track of the time. If you notice your attention has wandered off to another time, perhaps planning or remembering, return your attention to the breath, to the sound of my voice, and returning your attention again and again to the breath begins to train the mind. We'll begin our 5 elements practice now. Begin by bringing your attention to the element of the earth. This element is solid, it's stable, and it gives structure to the world in which we live. Imagine now a feeling of heaviness filling your body completely, from the crown of your head to your shoulders, into your torso, your hips, into your legs, and all the way to your feet. Letting the weight of all of your organs, your bones, tissues, and fluids settle into the ground or the surface beneath you. Allowing yourself to be fully and completely held by Mother Earth. You are safe. You are supported. And with this earth element, explore the feeling of density, of what's solid as you tune into the sensations of being stable and immobile, just like the earth, the ground. Relaxing and letting go. And begin to release the density of the earth. And shift your attention to the element of water. Smooth, flowing, and flexible. It makes up about 70% of our bodies and of our world, our planet. For us, it's our saliva, our blood, our sweat. For the earth, it's the oceans and rivers, lakes. This element is about connection, allowing, going with the flow. Letting your attention now move freely throughout the body, perhaps to any areas that might feel stagnant or sticky. And as you bring your awareness to any of these areas in the body, imagine that any stickiness or tension gradually moves or shifts ever so slightly and begins to lose its hold, begins to work itself free, moving to the river of your interior and gently flowing out of the body, wherever that might be for you. Welcoming this movement, and allowing it to create more ease, more flow within the body. And now gradually shift your attention once again to the element of fire. Fire is hot and it's powerful. It's intense. It transforms. Tuning into the sources of heat within you, or perhaps the sources of heat around you. The sun on your face, a blanket on your lap, perhaps a heater before you. Perhaps even noticing the fire or warmth in your heart, feeling that heat radiate outward. Noticing the power that you feel with the warmth in and around, perhaps on the exterior of the body. And allowing this warmth to expand within and around you as you breathe in through the nose, out through the nose, fanning those flames. If you notice your mind has wandered, simply return to the breath. And begin to focus on the element of air, in your own personal element of air, your breath. Air is light and it's changeable. It represents movement, ideas, thoughts, wishes taking flight. Return your attention to how the body feels to be breathed. Following the breath once again in and out of the nostrils. Tuning in to the subtleties of the breath. Perhaps noticing what direction the breath moves within the body. How it changes form. Feeling the fresh air on the inhale. the warm air on the exhale. Releasing anything that wants to be released. Moving your attention to the final element of space. Space is empty. It's formless. There's no resistance with space. It just is. The space between your breath, between your thoughts, the space between the cells that make up your body. This element is the unseen, a place where possibility arises, and growth and change happen. Relax into this openness, this spaciousness and expansiveness, allowing your thoughts, any sensations or any emotions move through your field of awareness like clouds across the sky. Letting your attention be flexible, letting it expand in every direction. Bring your attention now to all of the elements as they come together and form the universe. The universe that's you, and the universe that's around you. And consider for a moment that everything you experience in this universe is made possible by our incredible planet. The water that you drink, the sun that grows your food, the materials that built your home, the air that you breathe. If you're so inclined at this moment, perhaps raise your hands to your heart and take this moment to silently give thanks to our Mother Earth, for all that she gives us, all that she makes possible in this life, all of her gifts. And rest in this place of gratitude for another moment or so, giving thanks beyond Mother Earth to anything in your life that you're especially appreciative for. And let's rest in this place. You're welcome to bring your hands back to your sides or to your lap. And as we close our meditation, I'd like to share a passage from Yogi Segal Erlacher. You are a miracle of consciousness, a heart beating in your beautiful body, enabling you to perceive and receive this stream of sensory information with appreciation and awe. You too are pulsing with energy, activated by the very same elements animating the stars. Pause to consciously acknowledge the wondrous amalgamation you are, a compilation of complex biological systems that motor your movements inside and out, persistently powering your physical and mental processes, keeping you awake and alive, brimming with potential as a being of peace and of love. I invite you to gradually begin to bring your attention back to the space around you. Perhaps deepening the breath, bringing some gentle movement back into the body. You might wiggle your toes or your fingers. You might move your shoulders or stretch your arms, your legs, listening to the crackling. It's really important to come out of meditation slowly. This is a reset to the nervous system. Really allow yourself the spaciousness to return to the here and now, this life of doing. When you feel ready, you are welcome to gradually blink your eyes open. And perhaps tuning for just a moment into the visual aspect of your world, seeing things with fresh eyes, perhaps noticing something that you didn't before in your space. I want to thank you so much for practicing with me today. If you're inclined to bring your hands to your heart, thumb knuckles at your breastbone, I encourage you to do so. The light in me honors and sees the light in each and every one of you. Namaste. Thank you so much for being here today with me, for yourself, for Mother Earth. I'll see you next time.